Blindfold. Tape. Rope. Cuffs.
Morning, doctors. Oh, could you get me a list of your diabetic patients to me before lunch? I'll be ever so grateful. Mr. Prescott's test results. And Julia left the lecture thingies. One for you, one for you.
What lecture? At the university. Research resources for general practitioners.
Whatever that is when it's at home. She said that I was to put them in your hands in case you forgot.
Damn and blast the woman.
Well, why wasn't I told about this?
Well, they only sent two, and Julia thought that Doctors Carter and Carmichael would benefit most. Beats working for a living.
Yes, I'd rather plump for Mr. Prescott and his pals any day.
They're wasted on you two.
The very reason Julia singled us out. OK, I'll see you there after house call, say 12 o'clock. Spot of lunch and a glass or two of claret to numb the boredom.
Oh, hey, hold your horses, cowboy. You forgot these.
Right, guys. Get in the back.
Dear Dr. Jimmy Clay, my cat, Henry, thoroughly enjoys your show. Henry is a brindled tortoiseshell, ergo prone to fits of temperament. So imagine his disgruntlement when we tuned in last week.
Give it a rest.
Oh, poor Henry. He hasn't been off his food like this since Sue Lawley left Desert Island Discs.
What's all this?
Fan mail for Dr. Honeytones here. I'm sending in their panties next.
No, they won't, because I'm finished as a radio show host, and I'm going to be putting all of this in recycling tonight.
Surely you're going to read them first.
Well, ramblings from a bunch of nutters, no thank you.
They can't all be nutters. And look how many there is, Jimmy. Who'd have thought you were so popular?
With cats, anyway.
No. Target spotted. He's on the move. He's heading this way.
Well, well, Jack Hollins.
Dr. Carmichael,
You've been brought up well. Zara will do.
I just came in to sign a bunch of forms. You going to surgery?
Oh, I wish.
Go, go, go!
What the... Will you get your hands off me?
Phone.
Hey, stop! What are you doing?
Don't move!
Well, you're dead.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
No, Zara, he's got a gun!
In the van! Get in the van!
Get in the van!
No!
In the van!
Phones!
In!
Oh, marvellous.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Haven't the people who write them got anything better to do?
Not all of them. This lady's husband's just died, so she doesn't get out very much. She says that your voice is very melodious, and she feels like you're in the room with her. Oh.
Somebody would pay me half the attention. Dear Dr. Jimmy, my boyfriend is dead worried and won't go to his GP because he's too embarrassed. There's men all over, that is. But he's heard your show and thinks you sound like an okay guy, so has enclosed a photo. Oh, is that for real, do you think?
Oh, you.
Maybe you should reply to this one.
Bit early for Rag Week, isn't it?
You think they're students?
Oh, brilliant, Aldrich.
Seems like a likely deduction.
What, do they want with you?
Oh, goodness knows, I expect I'll be ransom for some charity or other.
Or it's a scavenger hunt, you know? Traffic cone, policeman's helmet, man wearing a bow tie.
Whatever, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind.
I'm going to give them a good slapping.
Oh, chin up, Zara. Been sitting in some stifling lecture hall?
Where did they come from? How did that happen? Who are they? Who cares who they are? This is your fault. Mine?
Oh, dear.
You told them to get in the van.
They don't sound too happy, do they?
You shouldn't have told them to get in the van, prat. No, I should have left them to raise the alarm. Idiots.
Shut up! It's a setback. That's all. A setback. We just need to think.
We can't hold all three of them. We've only got one set of handcuffs.
Shut it! I've got an idea.
I didn't expect him to drop his towel and ravish me on the spot, but a compliment wouldn't have gone amiss.
Oh, it's lovely. Pricey.
Arm and a leg. Could have done the weekly shop for less. So much for spicing up my sex life.
Well, maybe you should up the ante.
Steady on, lady. I'll draw the line at crotchless knickers and peekaboo.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, there's lots of ways. You should try that shop on the high street. Haughty and naughty.
A sex shop?
Well, it's not really a sex shop.
It's a boutique of erotica. There's all sorts of stuff, you know, stuff for everyone.
What sort of stuff?
You out!
Brilliant. Well done, Zorro.
This is my fault.
Oh, Zorro, he's got a gun. I can't believe you fell for that. It's the oldest trick in the book.
No, but she had had a gun, then he might have shot you.
It'd be preferable to being locked in a caravan in the middle of nowhere with the Wonder Boy here.
Right. This better be for a damn good charity, or I'm reporting you all to the Dean.
Councillor Kelvin Smedley, you are a prisoner of the LSEA-YMU.
Who?
AKA the Leatherbridge Student Environmental Action Youth Mobilisation Unit.
In violent opposition of the M12 Leatherbridge East Western Relief Road.
Although we are a non-violent organisation.
Now, I mean, who is Kelvin Smedley?
Don't play games, Mr. Smedley. As Chief Planning Officer of Leatherbridge Council, we hold you personally responsible for the open wound this scheme will gouge on our historic landscape.
Do I look like a Kelvin Smedley? I'm Dr. Heston Carter, MBBS, FRCS, DRCOG.
Who?
AKA Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons, and Diploma of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Well, don't stand there gawping. Check my wallet if you don't believe me. And then you can return me and my companions to Leatherbridge. Otherwise, you're in very serious trouble indeed.
Must have fallen out.
Are you saying I made a mistake?
Are you saying she made a mistake?
He's lost a bit of weight.
Does he think we're stupid? Of course it's him.
Look, give it up. We're in the middle of nowhere. Look, even if you do get out, I'm in 4-inch heels. Now what are you doing?
Looking for something to eat. I'm starving.
Bloody students. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that includes you. You must find this hysterical.
What are we going to do? Man, it's so hot in here.
Farmers Weekly?
Spring 2003, now I've read that one. There is something we could do.
I'm all ears.
Do you take us for idiots, Mr. Smedley?
That goes without saying. Nothing like me. You still haven't told me what you want.
Public retraction. This retraction broadcast over the internet, So the whole world will know the environmental genocide you plan on wreaking.
Couldn't you just live in a tree and tie yourself to a bulldozer?
Thinkers may prepare revolutions, but bandits must carry them out. This broadcast will put the entire spectrum of the British environmental movement to shame, and earn LSEA-YMU a place in the annals of ecological folklore.
I see. And then what?
Then we'll return you to Lethbridge.
All very well, bar the fact you have the wrong man.
Nice try, Councillor, but you can't fool us.
Let me get this straight. I make your broadcast, and then you set me free.
I'm glad you're beginning to see sense.
And I have your word on that.
You have our word, Councillor Smedley.
Please, call me Kelvin.
Do you know anything about chikungunya?
No.
It's an arbovirus. Comes from the African word meaning illness of the bended walker. The main virus reservoirs are monkeys and other wild animals, but it can cross over to humans.
Could you get to the point?
One of your letters. A man in his 60s recently returned from holiday in Mauritius. Some of the symptoms he describes make for very interesting reading. He's got conjunctival infection, abdominal pain, photophobia, maculopapular rash.
Oh, Mauritius. I'm spending my week off with my nan in Bolton. She's getting on a bit, so we take it in turns to visit her. Or I could do with a bit of sun, sea, a palm tree or two.
Come with me. I mean us. To Madeira. It's on me. Well, it's on my dad, actually. He's definitely picking up the bill for this one.
Don't be daft.
No, I'm serious. Free holiday. The sun, the sea, palm trees. I'm sure they've got palm trees in Madeira. And flowers, lots of flowers. Oh, come on, Cherry. Please. I don't think I'll be able to cope with her for a week on my own. I know, sorry. You don't want to let your nan down.
Don't worry about her. She gets confused. She probably wouldn't even notice.
Run through testing. If you could say a few words so we can check for sound, Mr. Smedley.
Okay. Chortle, feckless, schadenfreude, flibbertigibbet.
From the script, please.
I am Kelvin Smedley, Chief Planning Officer for Lethbridge Council and Principal Architect of the strenuously opposed M12 East Western Relief Road proposal. A scheme that I now admit to be as nefarious, I-O-U-S, use a spell checker, as it is flawed. A scheme whose main purpose is to provide... Oh, good grief, I hope for the sake of national literacy none of you are studying English.
Stick to the script.
If you don't mind.
I do mind. I don't want people out there to think I'm illiterate.
Say hello to one of your victims, Councillor. This is Benjamin.
Hello, Benjamin.
His entire family were massacred when the surveyors went into Smedling Hollow.
They were wild.
Yes, I expect they were livid.
You can joke about being nature's executioner.
And a road lover.
Well, I have nothing against them myself. Romance of the open road and all that. Not that the end...
Can get out of here, it's making me allergic.
Where were we?
I'm so bored of cards. Let's try small talk.
Sure. Ladies first?
So, what made you decide to choose law?
The money mainly, but I've got a thing for women in wigs. What made you choose medicine?
I wanted to help people. Really? Well, I didn't want to turn out like my mother.
What's wrong with your mother?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with her. I just didn't want to turn out like her. Not that it's likely, as I won't be having any children. Fact, not choice.
Do you mind?
Not yet. But then do I strike you as the motherly type?
Hell no.
Last but not least, I confess to the undeclared purpose of this scheme, which is to provide a route for the transportation of nuclear waste from Bilton B Power Station in return for illegal local government funding.
Only when the last tree has fallen. Only when the last river has been poisoned. Only when the last fish has been cut. Only then will we realise money can't be eaten.
This is a closed set.
I need to talk to you. Now!
Excuse me, can we finish so I can go?
It was in the van.
Dr. Heston Carter, he was telling the truth.
What are we going to do?
It's a setback. It's just a setback.
It's a disaster. We've got the wrong man.
Think.
What's there to think about? Take him back now. He hasn't seen our faces, so he can't gross us up.
Sorry to interrupt. I was wondering if someone would take me to the lavatory. It's ridiculous! If I was going to escape, I would have done so by now.
Maybe, maybe not.
We are in the middle of nowhere. Do I look like a cross-country runner?
He's not going anywhere.
Thank you. Right. I have ceased to be amused, and I refuse to collude in this charade a moment longer. I demand that you release me immediately, or there will be very serious consequences indeed.
Yeah, right, you can identify us.
You know what the jail sentence is for kidnapping and false imprisonment? No, I thought not. It's a it's years. Years, in fact. Come on, guys. You're the pick of the crop, the creme de la creme of your generation. Are you going to jeopardize it all by compounding this catalogue of cock-ups?
He's right, we're way out of our depth.
I'm not a vindictive man. I was a student once myself. Now, I'm prepared to put this entire fiasco down to youthful exuberance and imbecility. If you apologize and release me immediately.
And you think we can trust him?
Well, we've got no choice. Unless you want to kill him. Go on then, how? Stab him with a pitchfork? Bash him over the head with a spade? Oh, you can always drown him in the bath if you can hold him down long enough.
No need to give him ideas.
Where are you going?
To see where Susan got to.
Look, you seem like a sensible young man. What, or indeed who, persuaded you to get mixed up in this nonsense?
Passion for the cause.
The cause or its leader?
It's set. Susan, she's on the floor. She can't breathe. Snap. He wins again.
Bully for him. Oh, I'm so bored of playing cards. So bored of being here.
You think of something to do then?
We could have sex. I mean, only as a way of passing the time. Unless, of course, you don't want to.
Susan? Can you hear me, Susan?
Sadie. Her real name's Sadie.
Sadie, are you asthmatic? Okay, right, keep calm. Try to breathe normally. Do you have an inhaler?
Tested on animals.
Of course it is. I need drugs and an ambulance in that order. My colleague has a medical bag. Where is she?
I'll get it. Banky, she'll kill us.
Oh, let's ask her, shall we? Sadie, do you want to die? We'll take that as a no, shall we?
Give me the keys.
Give him the keys. And hurry up!
Open up! Open up! It's an emergency! Dr. Carter needs your bag!
You've locked us in, you idiot.
Jimmy, are they okay?
Yeah, just, some test results I didn't expect, that's all.
Oh. Can you sign this back for me, please?
Yep, I'll leave it on your desk.
I kind of need it now.
Hey. It's just, radio station stuff. It's a local radio station. It's just...
They love you, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, why send them now then when it's too late?
It was me. I asked the radio station to forward them here when I got you rehired.
You what?
Okay, well, stay calm, because they called yesterday and I think I gave them the impression that I was your agent.
My agent.
Well, they were over the moon. It was no consolation. I know I was out of order, but I was sure that once you read them, then you'd change your mind.
My agent. So did you negotiate a pay rise then?
You'll go back?
Well, I feel like I'm letting them down if I don't. And I tell you something else, we're going to reply to every single one of these.
We?
Well, yeah, you're my agent. It's the least you could do. So, did you negotiate me a pay rise then?
She'll be fine. In another half hour, it would have been a different story.
Thank you. We didn't mean to. We were just stupid. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
At least you have the gumption to admit it.
What's Sadie gonna say?
Is that all you're worried about? We're finished. We'll probably go to prison. If not, we'll be kicked out. What am I going to tell my parents?
When I was 18, and less wise, I made a joke bomb hoax at school on Founder's Day. All hell broke loose, could have been expelled on the spot. Week before A-levels, my place at medical school, all gone, just like that. So, I always remember the words of my housemaster. Carter, you're an idiot, but I'm damned if I'm going to let that ruin your life. Let me off with a jolly good thrashing, marvellous man. So, the moral of the tale is, I got one, and I think you two deserve the same. Second chance, that is, not the thrashing.
Good day, love.
What's all this?
I thought you and me could have some us time. Sit yourself down and I'll be right there.
What does us time involve?
Champagne, canapes, dinner without the telly on.
How much did this cost?
It's $12.99. The supermarket had it on half price. Right, supper's in the oven, and while we're waiting, I thought we could try something new.
Is that from a sex shop?
Not a sex shop. It's an erotic boutique. It's quite tasteful, actually.
What is it?
Well, I thought something that we could try together. Oh, your face! You never used to be such a prude.
If that's got anything to do with batteries, then I'm out of here.
It's Heston.
Oh, crap.
Dr. Carter to the rescue. Oh, you poor things. Look at the state of you. Right.
A game for 2 players. Instead of moving around a playing board, you'll move around your partner's body, following directions on the specially designed cards.
You're joking, right?
Following directions on the specially designed cards, you'll be guided over 3 levels of seduction. Ooh, and ah. This sounds good, doesn't it?
Kiss me category. My mouth feels shy, my lips are sensitive and my tongue is bashful. Teach me with your kisses to bring me out of my shell. You can't be serious.
What's wrong with trying to spice things up a bit? Remember the excitement. Rediscover the things that we most enjoy about each other.
Did you read that in a magazine?
No. Yes, but what does it matter? Aren't you bored with the way things are?
No. I like things the way they are. Can't we just Can't we just watch telly and go to bed as usual? Fine.
Loud enough for you.
Where are you going?
To bed, as usual. You're in the spare room.
Leatherbridge via the nearest hostelry, please. We all need a stiff drink. No need to tell Julia or your mother or anyone else, come to think of it. Could be a tad awkward to explain.
Fine by me.
Me too.
It's not as if this competition actually means anything, but I reckon you're way out in front. Don't know about that.
You are lecturing me on priorities?
What?
Are you trying to upstage me? Is that what you were thinking?
I can take this back.
More menace than tennis next on BBC1 Scotland as Linda Hamilton is on court in Murder, She Wrote.